my next question to you would be that you are a mission team you were a mission team member for over 30 satellite launches, right, sir?
More than 30 satellites. I'm retired now. I'm 67 years.
Okay.
So during my service, I have got an opportunity to work so many number of satellite mission operations, and then post-mission operations, eclipse operations, and then maneuvering, station keeping, like so many different satellites and their positioning, all those things. I got an opportunity to work, and then I led the team. And also, when the satellite went into problem, I'm able to bring it back to the right condition. Like so many, because it's 39
So
years.
you are also a mission team member for GSAT and IRNSS series satellites. So
Yeah.
please
Yes.
please tell us more about the GSAT and IRNSS series of satellites. Like what do they do?
Basically, GSAT, INSAT, almost same function, but GSAT is made by our own satellite and our own rocket. Okay, in INSAT, we used to take the even purchase. INSAT one was purchased both satellite as vehicle from America. So now slowly, we start our vehicle, as I told you already in my first session. So that means we got our own vehicle, our own satellite, and our own team. So we start calling it GSAT. GSAT 1, 2, 3, 4, like we start giving. As the satellite dies, then we put one more satellite. Like that, we'll keep doing. So IRNS is for the navigation purpose. So like how you have your cover a common man, we use this GPS, and then we are using IRNS for our own Indian region coverage for navigation purpose is used.
Okay. So since we're already talking about the IRNSS series of satellites, so tell us about the NAVIC system. I think the
Navic is
main
a
satellite,
usage of yeah. So
yeah. So the
IRNS
main
is a
satellite
satellite.
behind NAVIC is
Navic is a
IRNSS,
usage.
sir.
Proceed. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So the main satellite behind NAVIC is the IRNSS satellites.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does the NAVIC differ from GPS?
No, both are basically same. GPS
Okay.
is a constellation of 20 to 24 satellites. It belongs to America. We have Baidu from China. We have, like this, China, they have their own. And then Russians, they have their own. So we want to have our own. So we have used this for our purpose. So overseas, we only cover the Indian national region, IRNSS, Indian national region for this navigation satellites. But they are cover all over world. Means because they are having more number of satellites and their orbit and all is programmed such a way they can. But we are only concerned about our own satellite. We have a constellation of 7 satellites. We are doing that.
Okay.
It's our purpose is different. Their purpose is different. Our purpose is to protect our nation and our defense system and etc. We will not discuss at this time. So mainly for that one, Navic is a software means the application which you are using. The IRS is a constellation of satellite.
Okay. So the IRNSS cover the entire Indian subcontinent or parts of it?
Only our Indian region subcontinent.
The
It
entire
can
Indian
cover up
subcontinent.
to the Indian region means Andaman Nicobar to Lakshadweep. Then
Okay.
bottom if you come up to coverage is there still up to Sri Lanka, up to the north side, Sri Lanka and above.
Okay.
So Indian region, if you it's not perfectly like a point, it is a pattern, that covers the
Okay.
entire region of India. It will not go to Saudi Arabia, or it will not go to Singapore side and all, or it will not go to North Pole or South Pole. It's only covering the Indian region.
So I was reading the other day that when we're in India, the NAVIC data is tends to be more accurate than GPS. So any particular reasons for that?
No. It only depends on what instrument you put on the satellite. Okay.
Okay.
And what type of algorithm you are using. That's all. It's okay. And then uh, the common man wants the cheaper and an easiest way method. So they use the GPS. It's already available in any mobile. It already comes with the GPS software, everything. And so you are able to straight away go and use like Google Earth or Google Maps, everything. But here is we have to Novik is also equally does the same job, but still it has not reached to the common man. It's being done. It'll come in very shortly. It will come there. It's on the way.
So right now, what are the use cases like who are using this system?
All our all governmental bodies are using, and aircraft people are using, aviation people are using.
Okay.
When it comes to common man's mobile, see, when you want to reach common man, they want cheap, okay, and then it should be as easy as possible. So that means they are doing at international level. They are able to afford, and their funds are very very high. So we have to use first concentrate on our own system. So that way we started and using only Indian Ocean region. Okay, we are not interested in what is happening in Saudi Arabia or England or this side Singapore. So we are only concentrating that. All governmental bodies are using. No, no need to worry. It has not reached to the common man like auto wala, pani puri wala, or this one cycle rickshaw wala. That's all. Otherwise, it's done.
So, are there any kind of initiatives to, make Navic
Yeah,
available
already done.
for
No,
common
Navik
people?
application, also they have got, they've gone through some negotiation going on. I think it might already done, so that it can be put that software in a chip incorporate in the mobile, so that everybody can use.
Okay. So now coming to other areas of ISRO, like excluding the satellites, like recently we have had a great success regarding the Chandrayaan missions. So please share your insights on Chandrayaan mission and what have we learned so far from the Chandrayaan missions?
See, Chandra, actually, basically, our train idea of ISRO, please understand, everybody is listening, is not to compete with anybody, first and foremost. First, self-reliance we wanted. So, in the first initial more than 3 decades, we are only concentrating on all the local requirements like meteorologically and then communication, data, and e-governance, and e-shopping, tele-shopping, all these things, tele-shopping, telemarketing, and all these things was our main concentration. So that common man should be able to communicate each other easily, whether he is in the northeast region or is in the Andaman Nicobar or in Lakshadweep, we should have a perfect coming. That was the way we were working. And we start getting confidence. As our system is going up and up, then we start doing the interplanetary mission operations. The first one we started doing for the Chandrayaan 1 in 2008. Our aim was to just send a spacecraft and just orbit the moon and then send the data. That was the only thing. We want to prove that. The very, very first mission to Chandrayaan, we have shown to the world the evidence of water. So that's how in 1969 afterward nobody was going to moon. Now again America and all restarted that. Why not we go back? So we have shown something different. So that was the confidence. Then we started with that confidence. We tried to go towards Mangal. So Mars mission. We started Mars mission also we are able to do it. Then our confidence level further increased. Which we are shown to the world we can go to Mars with a very, very minimum. Like, our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji has told, our cost of Mangalyaan was less than a movie made for a gravity. Gravity movie was there. Some 600 million. So it was some 75 million. That all because of the dedicated work from us. And then our salaries are less. Our facilities are minimum compared to any of the NASA scientists or ESA scientists. It is the Indian economy. So we love to work, we love to dedicate for the country. So that way we are able to do it. Then with this confidence we got, then why not we go and land on the, that was the next mission. So like always you go step by step, step by step. When you go step by step and we undergo some problem, learn, again refine, again go, learn, again learn. So this builds a confidence in us. I'm telling to students who are watching, this is how the approach of your life should be there. It's not that don't try to go suddenly to a very high position, having a big ambition. It's very difficult. When you go step by step, you can achieve anything in your life. So then what happened? We undergone some problem. We are not able to land perfectly in Chandrayaan 2. We undergone a lot of problem. We had to, but first time for us, we are yet to understand. And then whatever the problems we encounter in landing, there all those things, the big think tank came and all the senior people came and then sat working. What are the, we start analyzing the data, like reverse engineering, what do you call. We started coming back and synthesizing where is the problem, where is the problem. Then we started countering the problem with putting extra features, and then we are able to land very nicely on Chandrayaan 3. So now Chandrayaan 3 was successful, then whole world started looking towards India. So that's how what I'm telling to everybody that you success will not come in one day. You should keep working, and never lose your confidence. When the Chandrayaan 2 failed, then we would have lost the confidence. We would not gone to Chandrayaan 3 at all. Immediately we're done. So that is what I'm doing. Repeat. If you face problem, come back, analyze, and go back. You can achieve it. Then Aditya was fantastic. So Aditya also good. So one way that interplanetary mission is going, and parallelly our self-reliance on communication, data, and then television, all this are going. So now we got recognition in the whole world. Whole world starting seeing towards India. Then what is the result? Now instead of going to launch from America or Russia, or they're coming to India. So that's how whatever we spent on research, now we are getting back money. Time for us to, so there's a coconut plant, you keep water, okay? And then one fine day, start giving the coconut, content. So now it's a time for us to reap what we put all our effort. So that's how the development is taking place. So now people are coming to launch with our vehicle. Even yesterday, 3 days back, we launched a Probo for the ESA. So now we were going to ESA for launching. Now they are coming to us. So always it change. So I always tell those who are watching, never give up. Never give up. Perseverance is very important. If anything you do, if you don't pursue, then you will not get. When you undergo problem, then learn and come back and improve. You will get. Okay.
So, like I have taken several pictures of the south pole of the moon using my telescope, and I have captured pictures of the Chandrayaan 3 landing site. So, you know, looking at the picture, it still gives me like goosebumps. Like I was there witnessing the launch from our television set, and then when I'm looking at the landing site through my telescope, it feels like, yeah, somewhere over there, our Chandrayaan 3
Yeah,
is
that's very
resting.
excitement. What happened?
Yeah.
Any scientist or any engineer or a technical people, when you try to do some part and then that part is going somewhere beyond the surface of the earth, you get happiness. That happiness is not money alone. So that is something different. So that is
Yeah.
what I am telling always. A researcher, a scientist, an astronomer, when he does something, if that part goes beyond the Earth surface and then do something in a different planet, you get really happiness. So I wish all
I
of
can,
you,
yes, sir, go on, go on.
all of you should have that type of ambition, that type of vision, that type of dream. That one day we have to do something. So if you try to improve, you also improve and country also improve because you're born in India. We get a good name for you as well as for the country. So we all should work together like a one family, one country, like ISRO. You will definitely get it. Not a problem. Anything you achieve.
Like I can only imagine the feeling of those who worked behind the project, and I'm getting goosebumps, looking at the landing site and imagining that their Chandrayaan 3, is resting. So what kind of emotion they are having to, know the fact that Chandrayaan 3 is there, something that they have worked on. So having witnessed the growth of India's space capabilities over the past few decades, how do you envision the future of ISRO and India's role in global space explorations? Are there any specific upcoming missions that excites you?
Yeah, there's so many things, sir. It's not that one or two million. We have Gaganyaan is there, Shukrayaan is there, and then Aditya second stage is going to take place. And also we have further on research on sample collection from moon. Okay, so this is like so many projects, sir. These are all the interplanetary mission. Apart from that, we have got our own satellite replacements and demand for the data. See, for example, now railways is the all the railways are a Tata Sky. They want full transponder, full satellite they purchase. That is the amount of, see, for example, GAIL is there, this Gas Authority of India. So everybody wants to have their own network and their own. So demand is increasing. Okay, now it is like, one bus, some 50, 60 people are going, no place, standing there. So when you have got a capability, again, you can reduce the number and have your own car and go like a, your own network, everything. So that all things is coming up. So definitely the great future for space. That is for our own requirement. Apart from that, now we are going for marketing. We have started. We started inviting the foreign people to come and take our help from our own vehicles. So a lot of demand is there. Second thing is during pandemic there was something there was stalling was there because manpower and all other things. So that also we had to do the work back. So lot of work is pending. Lot of demand is there, especially youth. You have a lot of chance to work. And not only don't think that I have to work only in ISRO. I want to tell one thing. You can work indirectly also. See, not that everybody should be inside ISRO. If not possible, we are outsourced many of these projects and to the different private companies. You can go and work there also. Indirectly, you are working to the ISRO, indirectly working to the country. So it is definitely there. Great scope is there in coming years.
Sir, considering that you are an ex-ISRO scientist, I have a request to ISRO. Like, being a space enthusiast, I have seen ISRO like conquering the communication sector. Then I have seen ISRO conquering the meteorological sector. I have seen ISRO conquering the moon, the Mars. So the next thing, ISRO is going to conquer human space flight within the next few years through Gaganyaan.
Gaganyaan.
So I have a small request. I don't know if you would relate to the organization or not. So the request is that since we have conquered all these sectors, I think now it's high time to conquer the space telescope sector. Like I have
Already we
imagined.
have
Yes, sir.
space crew. Already we are having no astrosat is there.
Yes,
Astrosat
but
one, astrosat two, already.
I have a specific request. Like the X-ray telescope, like the Chandra X-ray telescope, that is being decommissioned, and that Chandra X-ray telescope is one of its kind. So NASA is going to decommission that telescope soon and stop the funding. So that would leave we won't have the X-ray telescope anymore. So now I think it's time for India to, have its own X-ray telescope, and then we would be able to feel that vacuum that Chandra would leave. So my request to ISRO would be that,
Yeah,
something out there
definitely.
that is akin to Chandra, like that can feel that vacuum that Chandra would leave after getting
Yeah,
decommissioned. Like there are so much
definitely.
to explore in X-ray region of the universe, and if Chandra is not there, then that spectrum of the you know electromagnetic spectrum would be lost to us. Like we don't have the data required for exploration in that part of the universe. So yeah, that's my request. I don't know. You can just relate to the
Definitely,
organization.
okay. Your request is good, but what you can do is you can make a small report and then you can submit our outreach committee and definitely do it. But of course, when you are thinking, the team ISRO also will be thinking in the direction. Definitely, they will do it because they'll be having in the pipeline many of these things. No, there are tremendous amount of data which we collected from Chennai and to still being analyzed because almost 6-7 years it can orbit and give the data. Not only that, what are the mineral content, what are the advantages. There is a reason we are going for a sample collection. When you go for sample collection, bring the sample from there to here. There can be a very valuable rare earth materials like thorium, pneumaticum, or plutonium. So these are the things also we are doing. So definitely this also will be taken care absolutely in future. Thank you for your good request.
Yes, sir. Like I kind of feel like that losing Chandra is like losing one eye. Like it enables us to see in X-ray. If Chandra is not there, then
Yes.
we would not be able to see the X-ray
Sure.
part of the universe. And if India can capture that, you know, that sector, like the India can launch its own X-ray telescope, then the whole world would look up to us. Like, yeah, India has the
Yes,
next
yes.
X-ray telescope that Chandra used to be. India is taking that place. So that
Okay.
is my request. Uh, so as we are already talking about the future missions of ISRO, being a space enthusiast, I'm very excited about the Gaganyaan mission. Like it is going to be India's first step towards human space flight. And so, can you give us a heads up on what is going on with the Gaganyaan mission? Like any latest updates from the mission?
Basically, what happened? So far, we have sent only the instruments, spacecraft, and all. Sending a human being in the space is a really tough job. It's not that easy. See, I have been to edge of space as a human being. No, we gone only few thousand meters. Okay, so for which you have to carry the G suit. If you see my videos, you might have seen that I carry a G suit and then go down. It's anti-gravity suit. So no, we are going beyond that. Beyond means, see, if you see the space, we have a troposphere, a stratosphere, then mesosphere, and then thermosphere. So we have to go higher and higher, higher means. So most of these missions, we need to carry the atmosphere with us. That is very, very tough job. So what we are doing is first itself we will not send human beings. We send the humanoids. So humanoids will go. I think two missions will come back. By that we will know what are the problems we encounter, what are the requirements, any abrupt changes in the atmosphere, inside, to for the human being to withstand whether he can die. No, we cannot send a human being directly. If something happens, it will be a very national issue. We don't want to do that. So first we want to experiment by sending the humanoids and get the data, and then we start doing it. So first, at the end of this year, we have some plan to send, or at least early next year, to humanoid go for a trip and come back, and we'll get the data and then we'll analyze. So parallelly, we are training our future astronauts from India, like our Shuklaji and Nayarji and all. We have been trained. So the training is going on. So they will not be sent immediately, but after two successful launches, then we are sending. So this is how this is happening. And if this we are able to send, first we'll become the third people in the world to send. First one was Russia, then America, and then China already sent. Now nobody in the world has sent a human into space. That India is trying that. If we are able to successful in doing that, we'll be the fourth in the whole world. Then that is first step. Once you are able to do it, concept, means it's not that you go and just join there. We need to orbit, both orbit become same and then become almost zero. The relative velocity between them will be almost zero, then transfer. This is called docking. So those testings are being done. So after doing all these things, there is a plan that we can have our own station on the space. But that is a long run, and it requires a huge amount of funds. So, but anyway, government of India is helping us for the research, and then a day will come that also will be
Okay. So by what year do you anticipate that actual human astronauts, Indian human astronauts in space?
done. Probably by, in my opinion, next year end or next year September, October, we can expect. Because if the first two mission gives full confidence for us, then only we'll take up. That is one thing. Second thing, in first two missions, unmanned missions, what are the data we get, that is important. Then any abrupt data is there, how to counter, we have to find out. These are all the measures we have to take. Very first mission may not be successful, more time. So we need to get the data, we need to analyze, and then once you start doing that, we get this. And then with that refining has to be done, then only we go. In my opinion, by end of September or end of next year, humans will definitely fly.
That's great news for Indian space enthusiasts. Like,
Let's hope. Let's hope.
I imagined that you would say something like 2030 or 2027 or something like
No,
that.
no, no, no,
But you said to
no.
2025, September 2025.
No, because no, first it all depends on first two missions.
Yeah.
Unmanned mission data which gives the confidence in the research team. What else can be done? If we undergo some problem, then we may have to delay. Okay, let's hope for the
That's
best.
That's pretty interesting. So, sir, my last question to you would be like, give your reach, given that you have a tremendous amount of experience in the space industry, you have worked with ISRO, and given your experience, what advice would you give to young scientists and engineers aspiring to contribute to India's space exploration efforts?
You see, first and foremost, now what you were thinking a few years back and now there are a lot of differences there. There are tremendous amount of development has taken place. And our research is, whatever we have done, it has given a very good, fruitful result. So you have a lot of scope. You can definitely contribute. Not only directly joining to ISRO, don't think that. You can indirectly also you can give a lot of contribution if you want to do for space industry in India. So there is a lot of scope. There are so many big projects are coming. The national level, international level project coming like Gaganyaan or Shukrayaan, and then even space station kind of thing. So next coming 20 years, there will be a lot of activities apart from self-reliance on the like communication sector or meteorological sector or the e-governance. So there is a lot of scope is there. So you can definitely, if you wish, I want to work, you can work. So most of the time, people think that only we have to go to NASA and work. It's not so. We have got a technology. We have a good team. We have an experienced team. That's most important. Experienced team is still to guide you. So I always welcome, and then you all should show interest. We all work like a one nation and then one country. We all work together like a family. We can take this India to a very high position. Already it is there, and then further high. And then young scientists, if they come and join our hands, definitely we become stronger and stronger. All the best and welcome to ISRO, DRDO, and all any of the ISRO space missions.
So, can you, you know, kind of explain the pathway, like after completing engineering or graduate in any science discipline, how can someone get into ISRO? Like, what is the pathway?
Yeah, the best. See, first, basically, let me start from the schooling. First, you do the schooling, and then at up to 10th, you just let it come. You don't know, like a small playing and all. Your career starts from 10th onwards. Then plus two. If you do perform very well in plus two, and then write your JEE, main and advanced, very good. Straight away, you can come to ISRO at that level itself. Okay, IIST, you can join IIST. We will give BTech, MTech, and PhD, and you'll be absorbed directly into the ISRO as a young scientist. During that period, your accommodation is given. You have been guided by the ISRO scientists who got experience, and such a institution you will not get if you have got an idea of that. I want to do something to my country. I want to do something to my space sector. I want to do something to the ISRO. Then you please work hard and get into IIST. Then IIST, but very, very tough. You need a good all India ranking here. So then what happens? It should be in like less than 1,200 like. If you are not able to cover 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 means 120 seats only there. So you have to really work hard. Assume that it's not possible. You're not able to qualify. Don't worry. Then you get into any of the engineering students, engineering college, and come out well. Afterwards, also you can write a ICRB exam and get into the ISRO. That is also possible. That is also not possible. Assume that you are not able to qualify in that also. Still, you can always work with some of the industries. We have given a lot of industries are working for ISRO because we give the designs and then we maintain the quality control, and they are indirectly supporting. Like for example, Chandrayaan, more than 150 200 industries were big industries were supporting, providing a small parts of each rocketry or satellite point of view. So you can always go there and also work. In your mind, you should say, I want to do something to my country. That's all. I want to do something to ISRO. So I want to do something to my space sector of my country. You can always welcome. So there is no problem. So this is how the path goes.
I see.
You should have will to work.
So, what about the students who are pursuing, masters or PhD in physics or chemistry or any other disciplines? And if what about them if they want to join ISRO, what should they do?
Excellent. See, whatever I want to tell one more thing. Don't think that ISRO only take IITians. ISRO, only 2% of the ISRO employees are IITians. Otherwise, we normally take the student from any other institution. Okay. Our aim is that he should have will to work, not that one leg in air, another leg in Air India. Means they want to go away. So that kind of people will not normally encourage here, because we want people who work for India, who want to stay for India, and who want to work for ISRO. That kind of people only. So if you already having a decided, I want to go to Germany, I want to go to America, I want to go. There is no fun. We train them after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. If they go, it's lost for the country as well, lost for the organization. So normally we don't like. So that is one thing. Suppose majority, because it's more of a technological based. So the engineering students' probability of getting is better. That too, say distribute like 80 to 60 to 70% if they are taking the engineering background like mechanical, electrical, electronics, then communication or chemical, all this, no? So the other sector, means research sector, like physics or MSc electronics, also they have a chance. Chemical engineering, the percentage varies depending upon their projects and requirement. So that's why everybody has got a scope. The percentage can vary. That's what I understand. If you observe the most of the advertisement you see for ISRO, no? See this number is more compared to others.
Okay.
If you really want to work, you can definitely work. There is nothing wrong. Okay, so you can come, you can join to other organization, TFR, and also you can give your ideas. There is no problem. You can always work. So you can instead of coming into the technology side, you can go for a research side, the analyzing of the moon data, analyzing of the Mars data, or you can give some payload. What can be done, like you told us, X-ray telescope you put, or you put some payloads which can take the data from the interplanetary mission. That I can sit analyze if there any valuable minerals are there, which we can go and bring it back from a different planet, kind of things you can put up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your insights. So that brings us
Yeah,
to the end of.
one
Yes, sir.
more, one minute. I want to
Yes,
highlight one
yes.
more thing.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Here I want to just tell one more thing. It's not that only engineering students or science students, even an ordinary driver can also join ISRO. There are a lot of scopes. Drivers can join, accounts people can join, administrative people can join. Because we have to get salaries. There will be some account department. So that means
Yes.
it's a big organization. We need everybody. We need everybody. And then it varies depending on the project. The requirement will vary. See, one more thing I tell you, administrative people required to maintain all our records and then our travels, our procurement of the component from a different. So, like it has got purchase department is there, administrative department is there, account department is there, maintain our salaries. So, like everything is there. It's not, and we have even medical also. We have our own doctors, like administrative, authorized medical doctors to take care of ISRO's scientists and their family members. So it is nothing like only doctor, only engineers, only will get job. It is like that. It's a big organization. We need everybody. Okay, next.
Sir, by any chance, have you watched the recent mini series, The Rocket Boys, that kind of told the story of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and Homi Bhabha? Have you watched the series? Like,
Yes, yes, yes. Watch, why watch? I know most of the real story also you've seen.
so
Like you want to movie, but I'm talking way back 70s.
so
It was that was convenient movie. I live in Bangalore. Tata Institute is about 5 kilometers from my home.
so
Yes.
like uh, having watched the series and having met the actual people in real life, do you think that the series did justice to the actual story?
No, see what happens normally a movie stories some glamour has to be good. It's not like one is to one what happens. So most of the time, see it is done like a movie. It should be seen as a movie, like Mission Mangal when you see. Some songs will be there. And all. It's so to attract the common man. But justice maintained, just if justice taken. What we do is actually to give some glamour, some activities is given, but ultimately message is conveyed to the society. That is important.
Yes, okay. So, with that, we come to an end of today's episode of the ScienceOverse Expert Panel. A big thank you to Dr. T.N. Suresh Kumar. Thank you, sir, for sharing this wealth of knowledge and experience with us. We hope, to the viewers, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of space science and satellite technology. If you found this episode insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. To the ScienceOverse YouTube channel for future episodes, and be sure to check out the other episodes that are there on the channel. So stay tuned for our next episode where we will continue exploring the frontiers of science and space with our amazing guests such as Dr. T.N. Suresh Kumar. Until then, I am your host Anirvan, signing off, and this has been another exciting episode for the ScienceOverse Expert Panel. Keep looking up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for
Thank
joining
you.
today's
Thank you
session.
very much. Thank you very much to all the viewers. Feel free to contact me. I also answer questions about every day, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock every day. The evening I answer 8 to 10 questions on Quora.com or any of the platform. You can always ask me question. Okay, you can put your reviews in LinkedIn or in any of the social media. I love to answer, and then I am not intelligent, I am not brilliant, but I have an experience of 39. Whatever learned, I want to give you back. So it gives me more happiness. All the best, and see you. Bye bye.
So
Bye.
this for the viewers. If you want to contact sir, ask questions on Quora.com and sir would definitely answer. Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining this session
Bye.
and
Bye.
bye bye.
Bye bye.